Then here, this one example. I think this example is how Buddha has such wisdom. This is like very also measurements. I think remember I teach this one time in Stockholm. There was one old man. At the end, we have very fighting each other, and he never came again. So, and then I told this, and I read this, and I tried to tell, and then he said, "No, this is too much." So he was really, really upset. I was very angry. And then he didn't come much, and he said that I heard that he really afraid me. He said I cannot be with him. The one old man, he's a very nice man, and old Buddhist also. He long-time Buddhist. So that's why I was a little bit upset because long-time Buddhist, and when they hear three jewels quality, and he said this is too much, and then he just stand up and moving and like that. So hopefully maybe it's not too much today. Well, I was also a little young also that time, of course. And I have been asking many times when I go there, and then this alone and some other people there meet sometimes, and that he was really afraid me. So now here saying that they're talking about, they just, okay, anyway, just idea is that there's lake, like ocean. And this ocean has like a lot of Padma flowers on the ocean. And then, so someone, he has such kind of that maybe you can say motorbike, okay? Here is like a horse, the great horse with great chariot. And if you go really very fast, I think they are not touching on the Padmas. It's like flying, that basically fly on it. Oh, so therefore here I'm saying that someone who really has such kind of strong great chariot with the great horse and power of the wind, and they cross that like without any touch of the Padmas. And such has that power and fastness, very fastness, and that Jugla ase. Then they know the Jul Dugwaji Shone Hindar Hirmalo Buteka, the Hindala Lanji Cornas, Lanji. So then instantly the snake came out, and snake he makes like 8 times circumambulate that what called great chariot. Even though the great chariot is very fast, but there's another fast came which called snake, and he just make 8 times circumambulate on that great chariot. Not great chariot, chariot. So Lanji Kovi, so this snake he 8 times circumambulated. And one time of that is really very tiny, very short moment. And then the Kungava is one of the Ananda, one of the Buddha's, close student. He can teach different, topic of the Dhammas, and he can also other people can hear. He has such kind of also wisdom or miracle. And then the Ananda teach this one time of the Dhamma taught, and Mongajipu he can teach 8 different times, 8 different teachings. Ananda's one of the time of the teaching. Mongajipu he can make 8 times, and Mongajipu Sikchik Mawins. Mongajipu one time of the Buddha taught, Sharipu makes 8 times more faster. And Sharipu Chigma and Sharipu again one time of what? Then is Ronsonji. Particular Buddhas he can make 8 different times of teachings. Particular Buddhas one after this time, Bodhisattvas they can teach immeasurables. And then Buddhism was one of these teachings. Then what? And then here is something wrong. Okay, text is I think something wrong. Okay, maybe something like that. Okay, and then that did last like Bodhisattvas. I think we can say Bodhisattvas. And then at that time, then we could say that Buddhas. Shonje semba samji mujaba jyotime ba then shonje semba siki mabi yonla monga be zonje jinji then come to oh okay. I think this is another around also. One Buddhist sadhvas, the talking one time, the teaching time, and then monga jipu again he make miracle. He can go to the like 8,000 of different words, and then one monga jipu dunto rerenda and each of the monga jipu miracle, and then Buddha Shajamani he can make generate Bodhicitta mind to become enlightenment. Like 3 eons of the enlightenment activities he can make into the immeasurable different places. So that kind of measurements here. So you can read very slowly, clearly. I think these things are interesting things. So if I go, it's not much point now. You get something there, and then you can read, and I'm sure you will find everything. Okay. So, however, so the Buddha's miracles, the body, speech, mind, quality activities of the Buddha's miracle is immeasurable, inconceivable, etc. And Maharaj said, we used to call precious jewel. The ancient time, there is precious jewel, which whoever praying, it gets, the result. Whatever praying, and it will happen. This kind of precious jewel existing in the fortunate times. So that's why they give these examples. So Buddha is like that. Buddha's quality, Buddha's activities are always providing to everyone's. So therefore, the Buddha has no such kind of wishes, I will give blessing to here and there and so on and so forth. So I think that's why also the reason is that statues and stupas are very important. If you really have confidence, the stupa is Buddha's mind, statue is Buddha's body, and if you pray, so here they use takcha. Takcha means always. Cha means providing, and spontaneously is entered, and our merit and faith of the openness is there, then everything is there. And that so Buddha himself, and he really realized of the two natures, Dhammatat, vastness, oneness, such kind of goal, I think suchness, etc. So therefore, for him, that instant or eons are oneness. Like limitless and partless are oneness. There's no such kind of differences. So therefore, this Buddha is everywhere. And we and Buddha are oneness. So that's why his activities are always with us. We need to understand that. Okay, so therefore, the Buddha is the just embodiment of the wisdom. And here Maharaj says, beyond the partless, beyond the momentary, and as well as like the self and other, or like these kind of dualisms. That's all. However, still in the relatively, we need to talk about Buddha's quality, Buddha's body, Buddha's speech, Buddha's mind, etc. But the reality is just oneness. So limitless of the omniscient kindness, power, and then they're talking about also indestructible, etc. So some didn't know but he strong here than Toby. Look chetam here on. So Buddha's mind is just providing to the whatever existing of the knowledgeables. And as they on Sonji Tamji Jigin the same by Sonji Jigarong in the Nibas. So again here this one wonderful thing is that the all Buddhas are in oneness, The nature is one, never separated. Here it says very clearly, all Sonji Tamji say, all Buddha's manifestations are oneness, one Buddha. There is no separations. So therefore, there is no such different dharmas, different yadams, etc. Sonji Jini oneness of the Buddha is to the provide to the every sentient beings or every existing. Therefore, we should have confidence that Buddha is always with us. Really, that is Buddha himself, these words. I may quote Jamgön, maybe if you read the books, a little difficult. But so Sonji Jini showed the Kunla Kondo Romoso no then Tada Tala. Some Jimajabe Yaki Gunilla, the Nidishana Sonji, the Say the Bichudan Jimala, Honton Yambani Yaki on Yumbashi by Yimbi, Kui Babu Komodo, was it Jiggy and it.